made the covers, we cut everything to side, we edged them with tape, we joined everything together with tape, then we added our hinges and our inside covers, and I realised that I messed up slightly because I wanted to extend these. So what I'm going to do, because I am such a twit, is I am going to extend them. So I'm going to grab this piece, which is the same size, it was the off-cut piece from the rest of it. And how much do we have here? This is 4 inches, and I have 4 pages. So what I'm going to do is, no, ideally I need a little bit more than you. Do I have anything else that's the same? Or pretty much the same length, which is 2 inches. So that would work. 3, yeah, because I need 6 inches. Yeah. Cool. Right. So, are you the same length, the same height as this? You are actually. Perfection. Right. What I'm going to do with these to try and fix my error is elongate them. Whoops. Sorry. Did not mean to do that. So, this first one I'm going to cut down the centaur. No, I shouldn't have done that. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Right, first of all, I need to cut this at 2 inches. Because I need 2-inch pieces. Let's go the straight edge. Hey. So that's one 2-inch piece. This is also 2 inches. Pretty much 2 inches. There we go. I need some wide pieces. Dagnammit. Wait, I'm missing all the chat, sorry. Oh, the drawing, awesome. Did someone make me drink? Did I miss it? No, I don't think so. Okay, cool. Right. That looks wide enough, but it's nowhere near tall enough. That is 2 inches, right? Perfect. So I need 4 pieces that are 2 inches by the right height. And I cut one piece in half rather than scored it. So now I have to try and find another piece, which is really aggravating because I had a piece that was right and I cut it because I was a twit. I think I'm going to have to cut into a new sheet. No, wait. Wait. Yeah. Winning. Okay, let me cut this at 2. And then let me cut this shorter. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Four. Oh dear. That was nearly a disaster. Right, let me put that back in there. Let me see where we're at. Sorry. You're a penguin, not an owl. What? Sorry, was I saying random stuff that made no sense? Probably. Okay. Get down. Yes, I'm horrible. Go away. I keep saying twit. Ah, yes. Sorry. I'm a dingbat. There you go. Right. Okay, so these are the same height as our hinges, but they are 2 inches wide because I needed to add extra space. Can we turn that up at all? Because I wish your voice was a bit louder on that one. I messed up the hinges. I forgot that we were adding the extra bit on so that it would lie flat because I was tired and not paying attention to what I was doing. It happens. So we're just going to extend the hinges basically. So let me just trim off any furry bits. Perfect. Right. So these are 8 1/4 by 2, and I'm going to score at every 1/2 inch. I'm going to use my big scoreboard actually, just to make life a little bit easier. That's at max. Oh well. So we're going to score at 1/2, 1, and 1 1/2. Half 1 and 1 1/2. And we're basically going to sit these over the top of the hinges just to extend them so that we get an extra bit. And I should have done this as I was doing the hinges, but I forgot. But there's always ways to save it because it's just bits of paper stuck together, and we are stronger and more important than bits of paper, so we will make the bits of paper do as we want them to do. She says with any sort of certainty. So I'm going to fold these into a zigzag, so we're going to do valley, mountain, valley, and just score them. We get little W's. Okay, let's try this again. Let's grab some tip. So, am I going to do it with this tape? Yeah, I am. I'll cut a straight edge just so that we can start at the end. Hey Jackie, welcome back. So, I've essentially got 4 half-inch strips, right? So I'm going to cover 2 of them with this tape. Sorry, there we go. Be a bit too zoomed in now. I moved the camera down so that I could zoom in more, and now when I zoom all the way in, sometimes it's a little bit too zoomed in. So covering 1/2 of this with, this isn't quite a full inch tape, but it covers most of half of it. Hello kitten. And then we're going to want some 1/2 inch or 3/8 inch tape for the other side. And with this one, so that has covered 2. We've then got 2 other 1/2 inch pieces, and this is going on the outer piece. As close to the outer edge as possible. So you've got a gap in the middle. How is everyone's week going? I hope it's going well. Now, if I'd scored the hinges properly, we wouldn't have to do this bit, but it's okay. So I'm just going to really burnish that tape down. Okay. Wrong way. Hello, my kitten. Right. Now comes the fun bit. Yay, I'm glad your week is good. So, I want to know what you're doing with the giraffe, Stu. I'm intrigued by the giraffe for work. Okay. So, these are 1/2 inch pieces. And what we really want is them to be 1 inch long. So they're much longer, and for it to fold in the middle, which is why this has this bend. So I'm just going to, now the tape is on, I'm just going to refold this going in both directions. So essentially I'm making a new hinge. Really want to make sure that now we've got that large piece of tape, we're just refolding that centre hinge so that it will go in both directions. Okay, and this is where it's going to get slightly fiddly. Baby, I love that you're here, but down you get. Good girl. Sorry, Bubs. I need Need some space for this. Okay. So we're going to need a little bit of glue. Why is that all the way around there? That should be there. Hold on. There we go. Margaret. Right. So one side has the thicker tape on. We're going to peel that off. I bet I put it in my pencil case when I was tidying up half asleep. Better have. Yeah, look at that, told you. Hopeless when I'm half asleep, I really am. There we go, right. So, I'm going to take off the larger piece of tape. She says, there we go. I'm going to apply a little bit of glue. Along both pieces. Okay. First thing is to stick it in half. So we've now got a T shape. And now that that is stuck, we're going to stick this onto our hinge. So I'm going to sit this directly on top. So now it is stuck on one side, and then I've got this section still to unhook. Tape backing. Add a little bit of glue if you want to, and then secure that on. So now, can you see this is much longer than these? But the best thing about this is that it bends at that 1/2 inch point. So rather than just being straight, it bends, which is going to give our pages more ability to move, essentially. Right, I'm going to try a different tactic this time, see which is better. Take both tapes off, cover the whole thing in glue, and go from there. So we'll start with our little middle section. So we'll stick the middle together to the T shape, and then I'm going to cover this section with glue. Okay, we'll do it that way, that seems to be much easier. There's a couple of cat hairs, let me just remove them. Okay, and again, I'm going to put this directly on top of the hinge. So the centre line's up directly above it. And then stick down the sides. Okay, and again, this will fold in whichever direction we want. So now we've got 2 long ones and 2 short ones. Okay, I'm going to do it again, and this time I'm going to stand it up so you can see what I'm doing a bit clearer. Actually, I'm going to... The first way was better. First way I did it was definitely better. So we're going to stick some glue in that middle section. And then stick it halfway. So we have the T shape. Okay. So this centerpiece I'm going to line up with one of these. So directly above, not to the side or anything else, directly above, like so. I'm going to check that the bottom is also, which it isn't. Directly above, and then stick one side down. And then lift this up and take the hook off. I hope that made sense as to where I've positioned the T section. Hoping it's making sense. Again, I shouldn't have done this. I should have done it all at the same time, but I was too excited that we built the cover, I think. I got a little overexcited that the cover had been built. What? I get excited about projects. Leave me alone. Hello, kitten. Okay. This time I am going to take this off because it is easier to stick both sides at the same time. But I'll do it in the same way. Okay, so once more, just so you can see, this piece is going to be directly above this piece. So it's just extending that up. And then we add that. It's not ideal to do it this way, but it works. Just going to go through and really burnish down everything. And just reinforce these folds. Hold them all going this way first. And then we're going to fold them all going the opposite way just to get that in. So we want each one to be able to fold in both directions. Just so that our pages turn. It's a little bit clunkier because I've got 2 layers of paper, but it's still doing it. There we go. So now how long can let me put my pin in? We're very quiet this evening. I hope everyone is doing well. Hello to the lurkers. There is a couple of you. Oh, my baby. Don't know where everyone is today. We're normally a bit busier on a Wednesday. Maybe people were hoping for a card rather than the album. Who knows? Who knows? Right. Down. I know I'm horrible, but there's ribbon and you will go for the ribbon. I'd rather you didn't. Right, so now we have our longer hinges. Right, what I'm going to do now is add some tape to these, just to these outer pieces, and then it'll make sense where we're sticking the card, like the pages to. So I'm sticking it as close to this top edge as possible. I know, we're normally full of chatters on a Wednesday. But again, we don't normally do the album on a Wednesday, so it might have deterred people, or there may just be stuff going on. Wait, Stu, have you got tomorrow and Friday off? Just realised what week it is. I thought it was bank holiday this week, or is that next week? It's the Jubilee, isn't it? 2 bank holidays? Is that next week? I don't know. I've lost track of life. That's next week. Okay. Okay. Told you I've lost track of everything. Don't mind me, I'm just losing the plot. I can't keep track of anything, I tell you. I'm all over the place. I need some more tape. Okay, so now, hopefully you can see that we've got 2 sections of hinge. We've got a shown section and then a section that the pages are going to stick to. So this just gives the pages a little bit of leeway to lie flatter. Yes, I'm glad we've got that covered. Now we can start working here. I'm going to work on the inside first because I don't want to keep rubbing the outside cover on the table. So, hey Sazzle! Let's have a look at what we're doing. So the front, we're doing our corset pocket, aren't we? And we're using our red ribbon. We're using this ribbon here. And if I remember correctly, we're using the blue paper. Which do I have a full sheet of? Do I have? Yes, we were going to do blue with red ribbon, weren't we? For the pocket. If I remember correctly, that's what we were going to do. Blue with red ribbon. I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly sure that's what we were going to do. Let me grab some more purple card, grey card. Get me in. Give me access. Right, I'll grab a few more of these. I didn't write down the colour, but I'm sure we did blue with the red ribbon. I'm sure that was what we said. Right, so I can just use one sheet to do this, which is good. Those can sit there. We're going to start by creating our hinge. And there it is. Because this is slightly different, I'm going to do a whole inch hinge just to make sure I have enough space. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Okay. first step is find the top of this. Hello, Bobby girl. She's desperate for a different treat. I don't think it's even close to time yet, baby. 5 minutes, 8 minutes. 8 minutes you've got, okay? 8 minutes. So at this height, we have exactly 7.5 inches. So that would be 7.5, would be 3 3/4. Let me just confirm, good. Exactly that, Saz. A furry tote bag. Absolutely desperate for a treat, as always. And it's not really a shock to anyone, I'm sure, but... Okay. So, sorry about the girl. I missed a bit. Right, I've created the line down the centre. So, and this is where the top is. And so I want to grab a piece of scrap. Do I have any scrap paper near me? Where is the box of the scrap paper? Yoink. Yoink. Yes, we are off now. Thank you, Tracking. Right, so this is the right size of pocket. So this is the size we've got to work with. Now, for our corset, do we want... I think we want to go right to the bottom, don't we, really? I don't know that we want to do a complete out, so let's come in... Let's start off coming in 1 inch. I can make several of these, this is the joy of it. Okay. So let's start off at that angle. Sorry, my kitten. Right. Now let's do one a little bit shorter. We again come in at 1 inch. Okay, let's cut these. It's probably nearly time, my kitten, I promise you. Christ on a bike. Hey, Susan! Say hey, Susan. Hey, Thomas. Give me a second, Sazzle, and I'll do that. It's nearly time for a treat, kitten, alright? You're nearly on time. Okay, just wait a sec. Okay. No, Furry Demon Child wants a treat now. And then I'll do one where we come up rather than go down. What did I do with the pencil? Hopeless. Sorry, my kitten. Your tail, kitten. Someone's at a bonfire barbecue. I can smell wood burning. Oh, I love that smell. Okay. I have a few different suggestions for the pocket. I think it is probably time to feed the cat if somebody would like to. Yep, nearly time. 1 minute, Bubby. 1 minute. Thomas says let the cat... Says tell the cat hi, and he likes that. Ah. Hey, Thomas. She's just being grumpy because she wants a treat, that's all. Right, get that to stay there for a minute. Stay there. Stay. Right. So I have a few different ideas for the shape of this pocket. Hold on. Yeah, no, that is right. Okay. So once we get a kitty treat, I can show you the suggested shapes for our brain word corset pocket. There we go. The cat likes me, Mum. Big grin on his face. Yay! The cat does like you, Thomas. She likes you a lot. Meow. We know, baby. Okay, it should be ready now, Sazzle, if you want to try again. Or if someone else wants to try and beat Sazzle to it. Tail. She's so desperate. She's like, I know it's time. I can tell. Just give me the treat. She does make me laugh, this cat. She really does make me laugh. Right, let me have a quick look at this message from the Sazzle. Yeah, I know, Sazzle. Apparently she's gonna testify on Wednesday. That's today. Must be Thursday. Hold on, let me see which ones we need to use up first. Use one of these. Let me open it. Jesus H. Christ, let me open it. I don't know why Jesus H. Christ, please don't ask. Just came out. Paw. Paw. Thank you. Jesus Christ, the claws. Thank you, Sazzle, she says. Paw. Paw. Good girl. Don't leave crumbs, madam. Good girl. Thomas said, "Cat, my friend, she likes me. She's waving her tail at me and meowing at food." Very true, Thomas. That is exactly what she is doing. You okay now? Now you've had some food? She's like, yes, but I want some more. Hey, Jules. No, you're not having more. You're not, you've just had some. She's like, I'm just rubbing my face on the book. I'm not doing anything. She is wasting away. I know. She's. It's not like she got fed half an hour ago. Dying of starvation, aren't you, you poor unfortunate child? No love, no food. It's a hard life being a cat. Isn't it? It's a hard life being you. I literally wiped your hair off the desk, but okay. Alright, let's... Okie dokie. So. Here we are going to have a pocket, so it's going to have two sides that are the same shape. So we could do this shape, where we have a large V pocket. I need to cut two of these, don't I, so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Hold on. You're not going to see the full shape unless I give you two of them, so hold on. Please can I have some more? Yeah, I know. She very much does play the poor creature very well. Right, let me just do these and cut two because that's going to be so much easier. Right, let me cut these. Thanks, lovely. Oh, she did testify today. Yes, I'm a day behind. I need to catch up. I'm a day behind. Because I fell asleep last night, and so I didn't watch all of it. But yeah. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. But okay, I'm a day... Full day behind. Yes, I need to remember that I'm a full day behind. Okay. Okay. Right, now we have two. I can show you the shapes. Thanks, Thomas. I have to be very careful when we're cutting. Okay. So now we can choose. I've got to find the one that matches. The ones that match. So hold on, right there. There and there. Okay. So first one is this shape. So that's the first pocket shape. So it's a large V. Let me take pictures of these and pop them into Discord for you, so you can see them all at the same time. So that's number one. This is number two, so it's a shorter one. Same shape, but much shorter. Two. Or a very different, well, slightly different shape, in that the V is a little bit shallower. Okay, so if you go into Discord, we can choose which of the three in stream chat Option one was this one. Option two was this one. Or option three is this one, which for some reason is sideways. I don't know why the picture is sideways. Dagnammit. Susan and Thomas say number three. Okay. I've put all three of them in Discord so you can see them all together. If you want to see them like side by side, then they're in Discord currently. If you want to choose, I'll number them just so that I know what shape I'm doing. And so we're going to make that out of the craft, not the craft, this isn't craft at all, this is grey. I completely forgot the colour grey there. I am daft. Daft as a brush. We know this. Stu agrees, number three. I need to do my liquids. Thank you, Jules. And then I need to stretch. Thank you, Susan. Ow. Okay. Everyone is saying number three. Okie dokies. So that's now quite simple. All we do is we line these up on here and we trace the shape. These pencil marks. Okay, same on this side. There we go. So I've traced them onto there. I think everyone agrees number three. And then the nice thing is, what we can do is to get our paper So for our design paper, I'm going to want a pattern as well, just to make life easier. And so what I'm going to do is move this ever so slightly down. I'm going to cut it off there and there. And then by doing this, I have the right size template for the paper to go on top of it. Ready to cut. I'm just going to do this by hand because it's not the largest cut in the world. That's the advantage of having two as well. So now, that's the shape, and the paper that goes on top of it will be that shape. So you can see there how much space you've got around the shape. And this is corset. Okay. And I'm going to keep these for future reference. I'm going to put them in my little book once we're done. The first step is to cut these. I'm not going to include the the hinges, so we're just going to cut. Just going to follow that line all the way down. As if they were full-on diagonal pockets first. So we've got this as spare paper to use still. And then we just line this up on the bottom and chomp off the tiny section that we have. This side will go this side. And then I'm just going to neaten up the edges and erase the pencil mark because there is still a little bit of pencil mark on there, which we don't want. And then we get to decide how we're going to do the lacing. So the first question is, are we doing the blue behind it as well, or are we doing a different colour behind the pocket? Because we could do black backing, we could do blue on here and in the background. There's enough blue that we could do that. Because say for example we choose the really dark down here, we've still got all this light in the middle to go behind it, which I think might be a nice touch. How much is that? That is still pretty much an inch. Excellent. Just to make sure I'm doing this correctly. So that's that corner. I can do the same over here and we'll get the dark edges. And then the middle will be lighter. I kind of want to do that corner because they're both really dark and they're not as dark. But I want the patterns to be facing the same way, so I can't. And this way you don't get the difficulty of having to measure these odd shapes. getting your templates done just means you don't have to do weird angle measuring and figuring things out. You can just copy the piece of paper that you've got, okay. And again, I'm just going to do the straight line. Okay. Yep, lovely to have you in, lurkers. Slightly different Wednesday today. We are catching up on some album work. As I say, I always get really excited towards the end of an album because it's nearly all together and we can nearly see the completed piece. So I thought today, seeing as we missed Saturday, we would do a little bit more of the album. And those of you who often miss us on the weekends get a chance to see what we do when we make albums. So you can see whether it's something that interests you as well. Okay. One side, let's do this side. A little bit of that white edge off. So I'm just cutting off any furry edges that we have. We'll ink this, of course, but I'm just going to trim the edge pieces first. Okay. Right, so what we now have is these that will sit on top of our pocket, like so. There you go. So that one will sit there, that one will sit there. And then I want to do this behind them. But I might do it from this end so the pattern's the other way up, so it doesn't all look like it's one page. That makes sense. Because this shape also leads me to be able to do the arch, which is what we want really. So we do need the full width because we've got that. So remind myself 7.5. Seven and a half by 10.25. Yep, that'll work. Let's find the middle of this. Three and a half, so there. What did we say? 7.5. So I've just found the bottom, the centre at the bottom here of the shape that we've got. It's not quite the centre of this, but it's the centre of the shape that we've got left. 7.5. So that would be 7.5. Okay. When cutting into something that's got a point, you want to start at a flat edge just to avoid puckering the paper. Because if I were to come down now, I'm cutting into a point and it can, not always, but it can pucker the paper. So it's easier to start from the bottom. What did we say? 10.25. Let's hope this will work with the arch shape that we have. Actually, we can make it a smidgen less, can't we? Let's cut off 1/4 of an inch. Okay, that's better. We've got enough space at the bottom, haven't we? We've got a whole inch. We have a whole inch at the bottom. So, sorry, this bit looks complicated. It's just because I'm trying to use this piece of paper up rather than cut a new piece. So we've got an inch, so we've got until here. So as long as it's below there, yeah, that's fine. So if we position this so that there, okay. Grab some clips and I'm going to just position this roughly so that why it's useful to have clips around. And then come this side and just draw the shape that we've got onto the paper. And then all we need to do and sort of come underneath that. Start by coming just underneath that. Hello, kitten. You end up with some weird pieces of paper, but that's okay. Hello, Bubba. Hello, Bubba. Hello. Not treat time yet, baby. It's really not, I'm afraid. Okay. So, yeah, this corner is the problem. So, if we bring that up to there, where that would work. Straighten again. And more clips. No, don't break the tips. The clips just give you an extra pair of hands, essentially. It just holds things in position. So that you can draw around it, or you can do whatever you need to do. What did I do with my pencil? Sorry, Bubby girl. Okay. And then again, I'm just going to go back in and cut just underneath my new line. I can't do it that way because I need it to be this way up. I have to draw on the front, I think. And thankfully I've kept the shape. I thought I'd kept the shape. This one. That's far too thin. I thought I kept the shape. Apparently not. And I think there was a word bend going on. I know, sorry. Ha 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 ha. There we go. I kept the shape. And so what I'm going to do is line this up with the pencil marks here. Try and get in the middle. Like so. And trace this. And then in theory, we should get the right shape. Sorry, it's because I'm concentrating. I was being very quiet. I apologise. So, how is everyone? I was actually really quite productive yesterday, which was good. I paid for it today though. Today was a struggle to wake up, but... Right, in theory now, this will be the right shape. I knew I'd kept it. I don't know why that's in there. Keep the right shape in the paper. Pretty much. Yeah, you get a slight grey border, which is fine. That's what we wanted. Nice. Okay. I can stop the super focus now. I like how interested everyone was getting on Discord with the animal-shaped wood pieces. As I said, I'm happy to purchase and create on any of them for you. Thankfully, they're very thin laser cut pieces, so actually shipping them to you should be relatively cheap. So we've got a lizard half done, we've got a bat being ordered, we've got lots of fun happening. Right, I'm going to put these tiny little bits away because I'm not really going to be able to use those elsewhere. But I'm going to keep these bits just in case, because you never know. I don't throw anything until I have to. Right, now we're going to ink. Inky dink everything. Sorry, my kitten. Inky dink everything. What have you guys been up to? Talk to me. Tell me about your week. I'm looking forward to finishing this one because I've already got, don't know if you guys remember Data came into the stream. Data Swarm and was talking to us. Well, they ordered 2 albums. One of which I've got all the papers for and one of which I'm kind of stuck on at the moment. No worries, Hazel. No need to apologise, love. Please don't feel like you have to chat at all. If you're AFK, be AFK, darling. That's absolutely fine. I'm not just going to ink the tops of this because we're not really going to see it, but I just want to do down the sides just in case because I worry. So the second album that Data has ordered, they want henna designs running through it if possible. And I have searched and searched and searched. I cannot find henna themed paper anywhere. I was having a think today when I was finding stuff for Stu about possibly doing some Rangoli in it, so I need to ask. Say hey, Jules. Hello. I don't know what you can hear. I need to message and ask whether they want Rangoli included in that because that could work. But I think I might need to outsource to someone to create me some henna themed paper. I've been searching. I couldn't even find any downloads on Etsy or anything. I've just broken my nail. Perfect. So yeah, I've been trying to find anything that could work and I've been struggling, I'll be honest. I've not managed to find really anything that would fit. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous about that one. I'm not gonna lie. The dog one, fine. I've got the papers. I know what we're gonna do with that one. But yeah, this henna one is baffling me. And I might have to, I would ask Wisp if she was around, but I might have to ask Shadow if he could do some like henna patterns on digitally that I can then use. Yeah, I just totally smashed my nail. Good job. Right, I'm just going to respray this ink pad because it's getting a little dry again. This is just ink refresher. It's horrible and sticky because it's got glycerin in it, which is why I do it away from everything else. You can make your own, but again, it's horribly sticky because it's got glycerin in it, so I just do that. Right. So, in theory, this is what this is going to look like. I didn't cut the bottom of that, did I? Oh, I did cut this. Oh, I didn't do it very bloody well, did I? Right. Let me just do a little bit of temporary taping. I just want that to sit in the right spot. No. Come on. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put this in. I'm just going to put a lot of tape on here so that I can position this, or using temporary tape, because that way you get flexibility to move things. But if we position that there, okay. So that's how that's going to sit. And then we're going to, starting from the bottom, put some holes in to figure out the ribbon. So try and get the ribbon in the middle. We essentially basically want let's put holes there. So I'm just going to use the ribbon to figure out how many sort of layers of ribbon we want. If that starts there, we want across probably to there. Yes, this would be much easier with another pair of hands, but I don't have another pair of hands, so here's what it is. I didn't. Well, I did, but you're not here, so I can't do much about it. Well, final shot there. Is that enough to tie a bow? It is. Perfect. Right. Let me... Okay, so we're going to have 5 holes on each side. We stick this down first. I'm going to make the holes first. But before I do anything, I'm going to attach these properly. Or not, because I've just moved it. God damn it. Remove the temporary tape. Do I want to do it that way? No. No, no, no. No. No, no. I've got the right shape now. I don't need to keep that attached. Okay. I'm going to create the holes first, then attach the paper over and redo the holes. So I need my crocodile. So this has a smaller hole and a larger hole. We're going to use the larger hole. And I'm just going to figure out. So for example, this is going to sit here. Like so. So I'm just going to put the line on where that paper is going to be, because I want the hole to be in the paper as well, not just in the thing. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made any sense at all. So I drew my lines where I wanted the holes, and then I've drawn where the design paper will finish so that I can do the hole on the other side of it. I think that made sense. So we're going to come in . Let's come in half an inch from the edge. This is where we're going to do these. Sorry, I just realised I'm completely off camera here. Apologies. So along that line where I chose, we're going to come in half an inch. And that is where we're going to do the
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
So line that up there. there. Okay, so I've just made little crosses where I'm going to do the hole, and I'm just going to line this up so that I can make it half an inch. I need it to be longer than that. There we go. Hey Jules! So I'm going to line up the cross in the centre. And the reason I do this first is so I don't have to draw on the other paper. Sorry, I didn't zoom back out. Way focus. Get out. Sorry, I was trying not to make clangy noises, but there we go. Okay. So now I can erase all my pencil lines and then stick the design paper on and then repunch the holes. Thanks, Cecil! Oh, it's quiet this evening. Not many of you around, but those of you who are lurking, welcome in. Lovely to have you. Slightly different Wednesday today. We're just doing some work to finish off our Gothic album. So now I have the holes lined up. I'm going to stick this paper on and then repunch the holes because I want to make sure that this paper is in the right place and not have to, you know, draw all over it to make the holes. So it means you punch the holes twice, but it means that the holes are where you want them. And I'd rather punch the hole twice and get the hole exactly where I want it rather than have to draw all over the design paper and then have to erase the design paper, and if you get it wrong, you know. So, hey Stu, welcome back. Just saying hello to the lurkers and saying we're doing a slightly different Wednesday because normally we don't do the album work on a Wednesday. Well, this is going to make a... Oh, I didn't rub that out properly. What? How did that happen? I miss a section. There we go. So now I can position these in the right place. Got new things to be working on. Ooh. You have or I have? Dagnam, I just put glue everywhere. And we'll get rid of any glue that is coming through here. So the nice thing about this glue is it does just bead up and rub off if you need it to. Ah yes, yeah, we've got 2 new albums. I was just saying I'm finding it really hard to find any paper or anything to do with henna, which was the other album they requested. And so, like, ideally I would ask Wisp to make some designs digitally, but I know that Wisp is super busy at the moment, so I might have to outsource to somebody else who does digital art, maybe Koya perhaps. See if Koya can make me some henna designed things, I don't know. Meow. Meow. I've got lots of things on my desk, Bubby girl. I know you want to come up here. Where are you? Come on then. Hello. Kitten is here. Yes, hello, Bubby. Hello, Bubby girl. Visits today, kitten. Jeez, Louise. Meow. She's back at the moment because she knows there's still half that treat left. You have to work with me, kitten. You have to work with me. The glue that popped out the side there. Again, turn it over and no glue there. So now I can still see the holes. So now I just go back in and re-punch the hole. And doing it this way means I don't have to draw on the design paper. I can just line it up with the hole underneath and punch. And yes, I could have stuck it on and then drawn on the back and punched, but it's so much easier when it's in position to draw on and then redo those holes. Do this one as well, and then we will add our grommets, or our, I don't know what you want to call them actually. Are they called grommets on paper? I'm questioning myself because of the TV show that Stu and I watched yesterday. And yes, I mean, we watched an entire show. Whole season in one go. Because we binge watched together. Okay. Right, let me just clear out these because now I've got little... Oh, punches everywhere. I mean, I call them eyelets, but they were definitely being called grommets in the TV show. Yes, it was good. Some of those cakes were really good, some were not so good. If you like baking shows, there's a show on Netflix. Feed the Cat is available, by the way. If anyone is interested, apparently it's available. Yeah, there's a show on Netflix called Is It Cake? And yeah, it's pretty good actually. Wow, I know, baby, it is available. Everyone is horrible to you. Right, I just want to have a quick look at the tags. What did we use? We used the grey. Yeah. I want to make sure that we are being consistent. So we'll use the grey ones. So I used these ones. Didn't want to use the black ones, we used the grey ones. I'm just going to put one into each hole. If anyone would like to feed the little terror, Feed the Cat is available right now. While I just slot these into the spaces. Got that in my head now. I've got a diggy hole in my head. Oh my gosh, come here. Ah! Fingers work. Just pick one up. Okay. That was hard work. Sazzle. I thought Sazzle might come and feed the cat. Give me 1 sec. Well, give me a couple of seconds if my fingers are working properly. And the last one. Okay. There we go. She says, thank you, Sazzle. No worries, my dear. Eat, nourish yourself. It's very important. Wait, is that all of it? No, I didn't think that was all of it. Pour. Pour. Thank you. Pour. Good girl. Good girl. All gone. All gone. All gone. Bye. She's so predictable. I'm just gonna uncovered myself in those tiny little bits of paper that I've cut off. Okay. So when you put these eyelets through, they push through to the back, and then we have to flatten them using the same machine that we made the hole with. This top bit will help us flatten them. And so you slide it in there, give it a squeeze, and then it flattens the back. So I'm just going to do all of those. Make sure you're the right way up. There we go. And surprisingly, this actually doesn't hurt my hand too much. It does a lot of the work for you. As long as you're lined up, it will do most of the hard work for you. Last one. Yay! Right. Now comes the fun part. Now we stick these on. So I'm just sticking the 1-inch flap on. I did 1 inch this time because the pockets aren't as structurally sound as a rectangular pocket would be because it's, excuse me, triangular. So line that up there. Making a mess because I am a dingbat. Making a big mess. Making a mess. Told you it's stuck in my head. Might have to sing to get it out of my head. I don't want to inflict that on you guys though, unless someone actually wants it, because your poor ears. Okay, so that is that side done. We're going to do the same to the other side. I just flick glue everywhere now.
Yeah, nah.
Okay. Now for this one, thanks Stu. This one I'm going to line this up at the bottom. And then on the side. Want to make sure that the bottom lines up first so that these two bits together glue over me. What shall we sing? What am I looking for? Spotify. Totally lost the whole thing there. What shall we sing today? Let's see what it randomly comes up with. No. No. Actually, I can do Hamilton because there's no one here to moan about it today.
Mr. President, asked to see.
I know you're busy. I want to give you a word of warning.
Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started.
Let's do my favourite song. Theodore writes me a letter every day, keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia, he's trying to keep the colonies in line, while he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between sinners and saints. It takes and it takes and it takes.
Fuck it up, fuck it up. Don't give a shit anymore. Fuck it up, fuck it up. Flip the table, screw you all.
My gran My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach her. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes. Keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason, the one who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. I am unimitable, I am unoriginal. I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I am lying in wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. Hello. He has nothing to prove, he has nothing to lose. I'm going to seal the bottom as well. He wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes and he keeps winning anyway. Changes the game, plays and he raises the stakes, and if there's a reason he seems to thrive when so few survive, then goddammit I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we fall, and if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, then I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. Damn it. I do like me Hamilton, I have to say. Let's do it. I've got to do it.
Alright. That's what
I'm not prepped for this at all, but let's do it.
Now, everyone, give it up.
While I try and lace this. A toast to the groom, to the bride, from your sister, who's always by your side, to your union.
Jules 151,268 subscribe to the channel.
Ah, Jules, thank you so much, lovely. You didn't need to do that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite face. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes in a hunger-pang frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself. Is that right?
I've never been satisfied.
My name is Angelica Schuyler. Where's your family from? So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom, the seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with a key and a kite. You see it, right? The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance, a bit of a posture, it's a bit of a step. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I asked about his family. Did you see his answer? His hands started fidgeting. He looked askance. He's penniless. He's flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Each fuzz and he can't even grow it. I want to take him far away from this place. Then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is. Hey, crayons!
Circin Crayons subscribe to the
so
channel
much.
with 5 months.
I just. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Quick question. Am I doing over or am I doing under? Am I going over the top like this? So I should have checked this before I started, but you know what I'm like. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. Oh, you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I don't deserve you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. 5 months. Yay. You guys, you're so good to me. You are all so lovely. Okay. So am I going over or under? I can't believe we've got a hype train. Ah! Mother... Fucker! What did I just catch that on? Sorry, I just got a huge fucking splinter. Ow! Right, yeah, am I going under or over? I thought over as well. Been hiding under a crown rock. Don't apologise, lovely. I can't believe you guys got me a hype train. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Is everyone agreed with over? I don't want to take this out if everyone agrees that we're going over. Over rather than under, yes? Oh, that felt like metal. I don't know what I've got that's metal. Cool, everyone's agreeing. Right, I'm going to go back a tiny bit. Okay. I'm about to change your life. I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social climb the one. So I'm the oldest and the wittiest and the gossip in New York. Bye, Jules. And Alexander is penniless. Get some rest, lovely. My sister. I've left to me because I'm the stylish sister that elevates the status side. Have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. You will never be satisfied. Opposite top and bottom, or the same top and bottom? I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine. She'd be lying. So this one, this side is on top. Do I carry on going the same? Cool. Sighs at night, it's Alexander's eyes as I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up too quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the bride from your sister who's always by your side, to your union and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied, and I know she'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied. I'll never be satisfied. I'm digging Hamilton now that we're there. No, what else should we do? Let's do the other sister just because I quite like this song. I can't believe that's a hydrate. You guys are amazing. Hello, Crayons. Hello, Sarah. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, look around.
How long have you known?
A month or so.
Liza, you should have told.
I wrote to the general a month ago. I begged him to send you home.
You should have told me.
I'm not sorry. I knew you'd fight until the war was done, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now.
You relish being your wife, unable to provide for all.
I relish being your wife. Look around, look around. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child shares a fraction of your smile, or a fragment of your mind, look out world, that would be enough. So pretty. The challenges you're facing, the worlds that keep erasing and creating in your mind. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married. So long as you come home at the end of the day, that would be enough. We don't need a legacy. We don't need money. I grant you peace of mind. If you could let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative in the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter where you decide to stay. Sorry. And I could be enough. And we could be enough. That would be enough. Okie dokies. Lots of singing done. Right, let me get back to chat. Hey Sarah, hey Crayons, how are you both? Are you okay? Lovely to see you. We're going to work, Twitch, there we go. Lovely to see you. I'm going to trim these down a bit. But first, before I trim anything, I'm just going to, underneath each piece, I'm going to put a little bit of glue so that it sticks to the design paper. Just a smidgen. And I'm just going to do a couple at a time, just so, because I want the ribbons to be loose in the middle, but I don't want them to move. You're good, you're good. Soldering some LEDs, nice. I love how this pocket looks already. I love it. Okay. Hey Danny! No loosey goosey, exactly. I want this bit to be loose so that you can see it's not, you know, stuck down, but I don't want it to start twisting in the eyelets. I like the looks of this album. Thanks, lovely. I'm good, thank you. I'm well. The children are on summer break. Already? It's only May. insane to me that there's already kids on break. That's mad. I don't like that that is twisted, but there we go. Lurking doing chores. No worries, Danny. It's lovely to have you in. There we go, and now what I'm also going to do is put some glue here. And just wait for it to dry. Lovely to see you both. We haven't seen you in a while. I love how this is looking. I am absolutely in love with this. I do love a corset pocket. I don't really have option to do it. I'm going to do one in my wedding album. But like on a standard sort of baby album or anything like that, you wouldn't really have use for something like this. It doesn't fit thematically, so it's nice to be able to do one here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just hold that there. Hold that really tight. And hold that down the bottom so that I don't have to hold it. What do you guys reckon for the corset pocket? Looking good? Bought some gloves for typing. Oh, nice! Are they helping? Have you got them yet? If they are, I hope they, excuse me, I hope they help. And yes, good question. What colour? Really pleased with how this has come out. And so again, depending on what paper we got left over, we'll add some tags into this pocket, as well as doing the rest. But for now, we will just create the pocket. Pink, nice! Your fingers don't cramp anymore, perfect. Hey, these are purple. You don't have to get multicoloured ones. I've got just single colour purples. Did you use the link that I gave for 10%, or did you just get the pink ones from like Amazon? Because I'm really gutted. Like the nice cheap ones you can get from Amazon come in black, grey, and pink. I'm like, oh, I like pink. I don't want pink ones. I mean, I'm such a child, aren't I? I won't wear pink ones. I tell my kids off for not, like, for doing stuff like that, but I do it. Amazon. No, that's fair. These ones are more expensive than on Amazon, so yeah. Getting the Amazon ones is probably the best shot. But if you ever want the multicoloured ones, then I've got a link on Discord with a 10% discount. But they are much more expensive than the standard ones. The ones on Amazon are a good price, so yeah. I don't mind paying more because I wear them all day, every day, so it's... Still can't believe you guys gave me a hype train when I was singing. I was so engrossed in what I was doing with the ribbon that I hadn't even spotted. Thank you guys so much. I deeply, deeply appreciate that. It means the world to me. 3 and 1. It means the world to me that you guys care and are interested in what I do. Where am I going to put these? I need a template drawer. When I'm organising, I need a template drawer. Someone remind me of that. You can sit there for now, but I need a template drawer. So I've got other templates stuck there and I need somewhere to put them. I can eat now, yay. Whoa, what did I just put my fingers in? Hold on 1 second, kitten. What is on the edge of this desk? I have no idea what that is. Come on then, Bubba. Hello. You need a template drawer as well. I have this huge pile of stuff to send to you, crayons, that I haven't posted yet because I'm a terrible person. I've got all of the papers and things that I've got a pile ready to send to you. I've just not posted them yet because I'm crap. Like, I haven't posted out the prizes from my Streamiversary, which is really bad, seeing as that was in February. But I mean, the options are I do that or I stream. So what I need to do is do it on stream one day.